You ever sit there and feel like life just keeps hitting you back to back to back? Like you don't even have time to breathe before the next problem shows up. Like it's scheduled or something. It's starting to feel like stress has your number saved. Like life just hits you like, yeah, I got something else for you today too. It doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't pause. So life doesn't pause and say, hey, enough. Let's take a break. Nah, it just keeps coming. Stress is gonna keep coming. Bills that are gonna keep coming. Family drama that isn't going anywhere. Maybe even heartbreak, because that's part of the game. People switch up on you. That's guaranteed. And if nobody told you this yet, you cannot live your life waiting for it to stop, because it never does.
You see everybody on the internet working towards their dreams, and what are you doing right now? You watching other people live their dream right now while you are doing nothing with yours. Use your time wisely. While you watching somebody living out their dreams right now, get the off your ass. Go the outside and work hard to get where you need to be, where you want to be. While you watching somebody live their dreams like Kai, like the Ball brothers, like Chris, you work hard enough, you could be in those very same rooms. Start right now.
See, most people think life is eventually supposed to get easy. Like one day you wake up and everything's just smooth. No problems, no pressure, no pain. Just peace. But let me be real with you. That day doesn't exist. What does exist though, is you becoming strong enough to handle it differently. That's the real glow up. Not your money, not your car, not your followers, but your mindset. Because right now, a lot of people, they're not living, they're just surviving. Already drained before the day starts. Already mentally checked out before the conversation even engages. And then we go through the same cycle. Wake up, stress, overthink, and distract. Then sleep and repeat. But that's not life. That's a loop and depression. You know, depression doesn't even look how people think that depression looks. Sometimes depression can look like smiling in public, but being empty in private. Laughing with people, but feeling lonely around everybody. Being busy all day just so you don't have to think all night. And let's be real, a lot of people right now, they're not facing their truth. Most of us are just escaping it. Through phones, relationships, weed, alcohol, and distractions. Because the silence is dangerous if you haven't healed. Because the moment everything gets really quiet, your mind gets loud. Sitting with the truth is hard, so we don't do it. We doom scroll, sleep, and avoid, and stay asleep. And wonder one day, why does my life not change? Let me tell you something that you need to hear. You can't sleep your way out of your problems. You can't distract your way into peace. You can't avoid truth and still expect to become who you're supposed to be. That's just not how it works.
You stick to it and you put in the work every single day. You don't have to be perfect, but if you show up and put in the work, the results will pay off.
This shit takes time. This does not take 2 years. This takes 10 plus years.
Because healing takes time and it's uncomfortable. You know, facing yourself, that might be the hardest thing you ever do. But that's where your true power is.
Of hard work, dedication, consistency, discipline. There's no motivation, because motivation comes and goes. We all lose it. We all get it.
See, the world outside, it's always going to be chaotic. Always. Like, let me be real with you. There's always something happening. From someone passing away. I hear sirens right now. Somebody struggling. Somebody just talking. And then someone else just judging. That doesn't stop. So if your peace is based on the world being calm, you're going to suffer forever. You got to build something inside you that doesn't shake when everything outside does. See, that's the mission. Because right now, a lot of people are mentally fragile. And I mean that in a real way. One bad day turns into a whole bad week. One opinion ruins their confidence. One situation makes them feel like their life is falling apart. And I get it, because pain is real, trauma is real. What you've been through, that's real. But at some point you have to ask yourself one question that will change everything. How long am I going to let this control me? One day? 1 week? A lifetime? Because some of y'all, you're still reacting to stuff that happened years ago. You're still holding on to hurt from people that aren't even in your life anymore. You're still carrying weight that doesn't even belong to you anymore. And that's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And that's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's not your fault what happened to you, but it's your responsibility to not let it destroy your future.
Discipline's everything. Discipline is showing up no matter your emotional state. Discipline is showing up to the gym no matter how long or hard your day was. You're going to show up and give it everything that you got. It doesn't have to be your best workout of all time, but the best that you can do that day.
Because if you don't take control, life will run you over again and again and again. And I know sometimes you feel like you're just tired, like the same old things keep happening. Life just keeps hitting you. You keep getting back up, and it hits you again with something else. But what you have to realize is everyone's going through stuff and you have to be prepared. So what I mean by that is even me, myself, going through something, getting through something yesterday, I told myself, as soon as we get through this, life is going to hit me with something. So I got to go ahead and put my best foot forward next. And I know sometimes you feel tired, but not physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like you don't even have energy to keep fighting. But listen, you don't need to have it all figured out yet. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to wake up tomorrow and magically fix your whole life. But what you do need to do is just stop quitting on yourself. That's it. Because every time you say, oh, I'll start tomorrow, I'll fix it later, I just need a break, you're delaying what you actually want in life, what you deserve, what you crave. And yeah, rest is important. But be honest, are you resting or are you escaping? Because those are two different things.
Take care of your skin. Eat food that gives you energy. Hit the gym. Get in shape. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good.
So rest recharges you. Escape is keeping you stuck.
Invest in yourself. It's good for your soul.
You're not going to like this, but it's your fault. Give that dream the same energy you give that job. All the sleepless nights.
Give that dream the same energy you give your job. And a lot of people say they've been resting for years, but nothing in their life has changed. That's not rest, that's avoidance. Let's talk about family too, because nobody really talks about that part. Family pain hits different because it's supposed to be love, it's supposed to be support, it's supposed to feel safe. But for a lot of people, it's not. It's stress, it's pressure, it's expectations, it's disappointment and silence. And now you're sitting there thinking, how am I supposed to grow when the people closest to me don't even understand me or allow me to grow? That's real. But listen carefully. You don't need anybody to understand you. You don't even need to understand yourself. Because the moment you start living for approval, you lose yourself.
Stretch. Put that into you. You get one chance at this life.
Why does it have to be a certain time of the year for you to start changing your life, bro? Why does it have to be a certain time of the year if you go to the gym? Why does it have to be a certain time of the year to the business? Why can't you do it today? If there's no logical reason why you can't start today, why won't you start today?
And a lot of people don't even know who they are anymore because they've been trying to be what everybody else accepts and wants them to be. So that gets exhausting. You got to get to a point where you say, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I'm building. And if you don't understand it, that's all right. That's okay. But that's power, being your own individual.
This is why some people don't do and others do. Because they get to it. Let's get to the bag. Let's get it. They're like, let's just be 100 right now, bro.
Because your life isn't meant to be lived for other people's comfort. It's meant to build your purpose. And purpose, it doesn't come from comfort. It comes from pressure. That stress that you feel, that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's forcing you to evolve in life. Because comfort creates stagnation. Pressure creates diamonds. So instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Start asking, what is this trying to build in me? That shift right there, that internal shift changes everything. But I can't do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. Only you can do it yourself. Because you're not a victim. You're becoming something strong. And yeah, that's hard. Nobody's saying it's easy. But what's way harder than facing your problems or running from them your whole life What's harder, discipline or regret? Growth or staying stuck? Because either way, you're choosing something. Every day you wake up, you're choosing growth or comfort, truth or distraction, discipline or excuses. And you know, those small choices, they build your entire life.
The thing is, as you focus on your goals, you will attract the woman that's for you. Would I advise you to avoid all women? Avoid isn't necessarily the word I like to use, because why are you avoiding another human? Focus on your goals, but we aren't avoiding anyone. A real woman, not destructive. A real woman is going to help your kingdom. Behind every great man is a great woman.
So if your life feels like chaos right now, you need to look at your patterns. Not your intentions, but your patterns. Because your patterns tell the truth. And you know, nobody's coming to save you or me. Not family, not friends, not partner or the money. You know that success can't even save you. Who's gonna save you? You're the one. And that's not a sad thing. That's the most powerful realization you ever can have. Because if you're the problem, also the solution. And once you understand that, everything changes. Now you stop waiting. Now you stop blaming. Now you stop making excuses. Now you move when it's hard. Even when it's so hard. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when your mind is telling you to quit. Because those feelings don't build your future. Action does. And yeah, some days you're gonna feel lost. Some days you're gonna feel like giving up. Some days you might question everything. That's part of it. And don't let a bad moment turn into a bad life. Because you're not your worst day. You're not your trauma. And you're not your past. You are what you choose to become next. And that's the part most people forget. You always had the next move in you. So even when everything feels stuck, you still have to move. And it might be small, it might be quiet. It might not look like much, but it matters. Because consistency beats intensity every time. So you don't need one big moment. Start with small daily wins. Wake up, do something productive, control what your mind actually is processing and allowing. Stay disciplined and repeat. That's how you're gonna rebuild yourself. Not overnight, but over time. And one day you're gonna look back and realize you survived everything you thought that would break you. And not only that, you're stronger because of it. So no, you can't live like this forever. Not stressed and overwhelmed, feeling lost or stuck. Eventually, you gotta wake up and realize life isn't getting easier. You're just getting stronger. And once you lock into that mindset, nothing can stop you.
Go. Like, no matter what, if you do not give up, it is going to work out. No matter if it takes a year, no matter if it takes 2 years, no matter if it takes 3, if it takes 5, if it takes 10, as long as you never give up, it is going to work out. And that is what's going to separate you from the other 99% of people that end up failing, is that they don't. So moral of the story is, no matter how long it takes, it's your journey. Enjoy it, embrace it, and never give the up.
Y'all think that y'all need people to support y'all in order to succeed, when that's false. That's not true.
All you need is yourself. Love yourself. You have to believe in yourself and make sure that regardless of who is supporting you, you know you're gonna make it. And those people on the internet are gonna love you more than anybody that sees you every single day. So just keep that in mind. If you truly have a passion for something, you don't care what people say, think, or do. When I first started making this music, I literally did it because I feel it. I love it. I didn't care. I wasn't doing it for clout or respect from other people. So that's what you gotta do. Stop listening to the outside noise and lock into you.
Absolutely incorrect, but you don't need nobody to support you, bro. I don't care who it is. You don't need your mama, you don't need your daddy, you don't need your grandpa, you don't need your friends, you don't need your dog, you don't need your cat, you don't need your turtle, you don't need your squirrel. You don't need nobody, bro, except you and the man upstairs, bro. That's it, bro. You got people who only gonna support you once they start seeing progress, bro. They only gonna support you when they start.
Exactly, when they start seeing you grow and they see progress. Keep God in your life, and that's who you need. Make sure you stay prayed up, and I hope y'all enjoy the new quality. I hope y'all enjoy everything I've been dropping. I've been trying my best to get videos out, and hopefully y'all subscribe and like. But anyways, it's your boy Young Rome. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace. I've been alone and you just want it more. When I don't wanna feel alone and you want